Hi guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to update the I-Step shipment on your BMW F30. So this specific model is a 330e, so I don't actually have a battery backup for this as the hybrid battery is already fairly charged. It's got 63% and that will last, I would say, about 4 or 5 hours. I'm only going to be updating 3 things in this video for my specific car, as my CarPlay, when it's full screen, it doesn't go to the full screen resolution, and that was amended in 2021 by BMW themselves. I don't know why they couldn't figure it out in the last 5 years. It took them quite a while to figure that out for some stupid reason, but fair enough, that's BMW for you. What I would recommend is, for a non-e-drive car, which is not hybrid, I would recommend getting a battery backup system. So you can order them online, they're not that expensive, and plug the terminals into your battery. Or you can get another car, and as your jump start a car, turn the other car on, and basically using its alternator, you would be charging this car's battery. So you jump start the car in a way, I guess, and with the alternator of the other car, you would basically be keeping this car's battery charged. The reason why you'd want to do that is because obviously updating the I-Step shipment can take up to 45 minutes to 5-6 hours depending on what you're updating. On this specific one, I'm updating the CIC, which is the head unit, and then from there I should be able to get full screen CarPlay. Anyway, enough rambling. I'm going to be showing you how to do this. So we don't need to open up E-SYS launcher, we actually just need to open up the normal E-SYS. Before that, make sure that your Ethernet port, your Ethernet cable is plugged in to your OBD. And now that that's plugged in, launch E-SYS. Right, now what you want to do is you want to click on the connect button. And you want to find the vehicle, which is this one. So F30, it's not a 2 series, it is a 3 series F30. Go to 500, connection via WIN, and connect that. Okay, so now what you want to do is we actually want to find out what version I-Step we have. So we're going to go into VCM. We're going to see, okay, you have this showing up here. You need to go to master. Click on read. This will read your I-Step shipment. So what you want to do is you want to take a note of this. Your I-Step shipment, what your car actually shipped with. You want to take that into account. So that is F020 17 11 521. So now what you want to do is you want to go into tile calculating, and from here what you want to do is you want to read the FA, activate the FA, then you want to read the VCM, let it read. Okay, so now what you want to do is you want to save that FA, as we'd usually do. I've already got it saved over here. I might actually delete this because we'll need that one for later on. Okay, I can't delete that, I'll have to delete it manually. But yeah, save the FA. File already exists, overwrite, yes, save that. And the SVT, we want to save that as well. So that's your SVT. Yep, save that. And now essentially what we're going to do is we are going to go to KIS SVT target, and you want to click on complete flash. So now here what you want to remember is your I-Step shipment. So what was your car shipped with? Mine was 17th of the 11th, 521, I believe. If you don't remember, you can always go back to expert mode, go back to VCM and have a look. As you can see, 17th of the 11th, 521, that's fine. Go back to comfort mode, start calculating. Right, so what we want to upgrade to is the latest you can, which is listed over there, 23 of the 7th, 530. And now what you want to do is you want to click calculate, and this will take some time. Right, so finally after that's completed, you'll see all of this change. So you'll see some multicolored CAFT files, and the ones that are in red are the ones that will be updated. As you can see, pretty much everything in this car needs updating, especially stuff in entry nav 2. So yeah, there's quite a lot of things that need updating. Anyway, after doing that calculation, what you want to do is you want to save that, and what you want to save it as is SVT Sol. Now that you've done that, the last thing to do here is click the calculation button here. And now what you want to do is you want to save that as SVT Tau. And now essentially what you need to do is you need to go to expert mode and Tau processing. Essentially the files that we saved will be put in here. So SVT Tau will go in there. The SVT target is basically the SVT Zol, and then the FA we will manually read that. So let's do that now. So for the Tau, we'll just click on the 3 dots. SVT Tau, right, done. SVT targets, that will be the SVT Sol. And the FA, what we're going to do is we are going to read the FA manually from here. Right, so now that's all in there. Now, before you do an update, you have to check for dependencies. How do we check for dependencies? You see this button here next to the Tau's 3 dots. Just click on edit. That's what you need to do. Click on that. Now you need to go through all of these and see. Okay, I'm going to upgrade HU entry nav 2. What do I have to change? What else do I have to update even? So what does HU entry nav 2 depend on? Okay, so number 3, entry nav 2 doesn't depend on anything. Then we have 14, which was KOMBI. So here we go. Prerequisite is Tau 19, which is fem bodies. So essentially how this works is anything that is in the prerequisite folder, you have to update that alongside everything else. SME2, we're going to leave all of that. KOMBI, here we go. Prerequisite is Tau 19 and Tau 22. So Tau 19 was your fem body and Tau 22 is your entry nav. Right, so that's everything there for me. You have to check all of these. Whatever you're updating, you have to check in the prerequisite folder and see this needs to be updated for this to work. What most people do is they'll just be like, okay, yeah, let's just get to Tau processing, let's flash everything. Or let's just flash the specific things that we want to flash. It doesn't work like that. You have to check which ECU ties into the other ECU. I can't just upgrade my iDrive and then it magically talks to everything else with no issues. It doesn't work like that, unfortunately. But yeah, so now that we've had a look at this, we can actually go back to expert mode, go back to Tau processing, and I'm gonna pick and choose 3 things basically to update my HU entry nav and KOMBI. So that's fem body, entry nav 2, and KOMBI. Just these 3 for me will get CarPlay working in full screen. What you want to do is you want to click on check software availability. All software units SWE are available, which is good, which means that all the software needed is in the PDSD data or whatever it's called. And now what you do is you click on start. And here, VCM update, preconditions for the VCM update. Please enter the current and the last integration step, which will be written to the VCM after TAO execution. So the last one was basically the last one that showed up here. So essentially what we're going to do is we're going to go back to VCM. It won't allow me. Okay, that's fine. We'll cancel that. I'm going to go back to VCM, and you're going to see, look, the last one was the 17th of the 11th, 21. The current version is 18th of the 11th, 551. Now, the thing is, when you actually do the update, it will want you to put in the current iStep version that you're updating to. So to find that out, we'll go to TAO calculating. And what you do is you literally have to copy that. So that's F02023075330. And essentially what you'll do is you'll copy that and you'll paste that into the current one that comes up, which I'll show you just now. Yep, so here we are. So I've actually got the 2 iStep versions already in my notepad. So that will basically become the last updated, and the current one will become this, which is what we are updating to, because this will happen after TAO execution. So let's just copy that and we'll paste that into the current, and we are good to go. And then you just click finish, and now essentially it should start working. And there you go, saying 23 minutes, and I will be back with you once it is completed. Alright, so now that's completed, you'll see that your dashboard will kind of look like this. It will show like a load of errors and stuff, but that's normal, that's fine. Essentially, if you open up this bottom area here, it will show you what has been flashed and if it's successfully been flashed. For me, everything's successfully been flashed. Execution finished, that's all done, it's all finished, done, sorted. Right, so now what you want to do is you want to disconnect, close the connection, close the connection, that's fine, close that as well, don't save that. Right, so just take this off, take that off as well, and essentially what you want to do is you actually just want to turn the car off. Turn the car off. Charge is low, loads of errors are coming up, that's fine. Turn the car back on, and hopefully so I turn the car back on, and as you can see, the iDrive is not working anymore. That is because we have lost all the coding that we had done previously. So essentially what we have to do is we have to code this all in again. So what you want to do is you want to go back into VCM. And before we start coding, what we actually want to do is we want to check the iStep has actually been shown. So we're going to do that. Before we do that, let's connect the vehicle again. But yeah, these things do happen. That's the thing. When you do a major update, because mine wasn't updated since 2018 and now it's got a 2022 update. So of course, it's going to lose all the settings because the ECUs that had all the modified settings on them have been flashed. Right, here we go. So now what we can do is we can read the iStep version. As you can see, the latest iStep version is there now. It's been flashed to the latest version you will get. Right, so now what we want to do is we want to go to coding, read FA, and we'll read the VCM, and then from there what you can do is you can actually follow my previous 2 videos on the mods that I did. So I'll have to re-provision CarPlay on this device. I'm gonna have to make the navigation full screen and such. This is basically what you'd have to do with every major update, unfortunately. Right, so I finally coded it back, and there you go, there's a full screen. I'll have a link down to the PSDZ data file that I used, but yeah, that's it. And now it's proper full screen. It's not like a proper wide version or a stretched version of a smaller screen, you know. It's the proper way. Yeah, so a couple of updates that I've noticed is the battery icon has changed now. If you can see that icon never used to be like that, so that battery icon's changed. That's literally it. There's nothing else that's really changed. So that's it, guys. Like and subscribe for more content. I'll have some more stuff coming soon. Cheers.